Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the ULM Warhawks and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. We check in with her now.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So Mississippi State's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense will have the opening possession of the game. And here's a freshman that, despite not being highly recruited, has burst onto the scene. What a surprise he's been in this camp to win a starting spot in the season opener. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Under fire. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Warhawks will punt this one away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He gets a block. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Buff Bothwell, he is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space.
Could be an alley. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Running right, it's Bothwell. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Offense in a bunch formation. Give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Warhawks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Wants to fire on second down. This time it's complete.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Gonna look downfield again. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Touchdown Bulldogs. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Picks up the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there. They create a negative play.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The Warhawks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Taylor wants to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, down on the UL Monroe sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Hauls it in. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that time into wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. And the Warhawks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field ready to get this drive cranked up. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete to the left. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space. Take advantage of it. Get it to my running back. Let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Bulldog! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, down on the UL Monroe sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He's got his man, makes the grab, and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds space on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part. Takes it back to the house for 6.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, down on the UL Monroe sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they look nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point?
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. The sure hands, it's West. Drag. But they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Caught by Williams on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Mississippi State going up tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 15 team, the USC Trojans. And it's Fresno State with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now back to your game in Stark Vegas.
And the Warhawks will boot it away to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the right. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The option look. Now the toss. Picked up 8 yards there. Third down and 2.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him, and basically you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. The give to the lone running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got the back over the middle. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And what are they cooking up on 2nd and short? 3 receivers lined up to the left. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Why not trying to get it in? Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. It's as if there's a force field that's been keeping them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. They'll try to change it on 3rd and goal. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. and they really need to create some breathing room. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bluffed Bothwell again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Now give it to Fluff. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Maybe a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Might be changing the route. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
And the extra point is good. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And Average team able to wrestle him down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's West.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Off play action. Rushes on him. Avoids pressure on the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Under fire. And down he goes.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Warhawks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over them.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.